back in Week 8. The Jets dominated their first matchup against the Patriots. Can New England get revenge? The answer comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in just in an absolute freefall, losers of 7 in a row.
And this is where you turn to your best players and look at them and say, can you guide us out of this? We've got to be better than what we've shown.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they too come in off the bye, so we should have 2 teams that are eager to get back at it.
And players are creatures of habit. You can bet they enjoyed the time off, but you know they're also ready to get right back into the swing of things.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. Former Heisman winner leading them out, the 2-time Pro Bowler in his first 3 seasons, the electric Kyler Murray.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
Right to the air. Here's Murray. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. On 2nd and 9, Murray. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Finding room at midfield. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Murray to run again. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Murray now to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep to return is K.J. Osborne. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by Kirk Cousins, former Michigan State product, who's now in his 11th NFL season.
So no advantage in this game for either quarterback in terms of coming off that open week, huh?
Yeah, they both had buys.
Both had them, so you got to figure both of them went back, watched some extra tape, polished up their game, checked out their fundamentals, but they also have both had an extra week to prepare for each other's defenses. This could be a whole lot of fun.
Play fake, Cousins. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now Cousins. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. Cousins on 3rd and 2. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
First down, New York.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Well, we saw David Montgomery lead the nation a few years back in broken tackles when he was at Iowa State, and he's proven to be difficult to bring down in the NFL as well.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Play action. Now it's Murray.
That's complete to Tony. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Murray off play action. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Matt Judon. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray under pressure, and they got to him again.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Hitting him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Holding offense.
So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Here's Brian Anger now. As he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Off the option, here's Montgomery.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Here's Cousins. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Cousins now. He's going to look deep for Moore. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, the next-gen stat says that plays are done 2.8 seconds from beginning to end.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed it with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
The Patriot offense back out, getting set to go.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Murray. Open man here is Conklin. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Murray now. Caught by Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. To throw is Murray. Steps away to his left. Murray with a nice move. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Murray going to hold on to it once more. Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Read option, here's Montgomery.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
He's tackled in the 32-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun now from Murray. And this one is incomplete. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And right side, they're going to go option here. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to find Alan Lazard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
First down, Jets.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Carl Lawson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 18. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So the Patriots coming out now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Murray now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Throwing again, Murray. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors.
The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Play fake. Cousins. Flush to his right.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Final play of the half. Cousins.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Jets in that first half. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first two quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Osborne on the return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
5 yards remain on second down. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Cousins. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Cousins. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Again, it's Cousins. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just letting you know, hey, just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
41 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. On second down, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demir Bird, 55 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in this third quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of the route, too.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. Cousins now from the 50. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down, Jets.
They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action. Cousins. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. To throw it is Cousins. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Lazard, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets are able to move back in front.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Zerline now for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Murray going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return.
And the Jets will take over.
And New York set to take the field. And whatever adjustments they made at intermission, they're working because the first half they didn't look so hot. Now they seem to be clicking.
And you know me really well, partner. A lot of the time I like to downplay the idea of adjustments. Maybe it's just they executed better. But in this case, I think you're right on to something. They look so much sharper, so much better. They obviously saw something they needed to change, and they did exactly that.
Change is working right now.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Here's Cousins. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
DJ Ronham got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here's Brian Anger now, standing just outside his own goal line. Oh, able to avoid him. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And that will come the offense as they take over.
New England's offense set to go.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Holding offense.
The penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. When you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
And his throw is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Keeps himself upright. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Murray. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyler Conklin, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Pats have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And New York set to take the field.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And the catch made by Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On play action, Cousins.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Cousins now. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it. Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Now Cousins. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Taking it about the 1.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
Now Murray off play action. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards the gain for number 18. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's Montgomery.
They find some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
David Montgomery, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
DJ Waddle picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Off the play fake, Cousins. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A first down throw for Cousins. Open man is Goddard, the tight end.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 3rd down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Play fake. Cousins. He's got Dallas Goddard, his tight end, over the middle.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Throwing is Cousins. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. He'll find Lazard here over the middle.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Time is left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play action now. Cousins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Cousins.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
105 yards on the ground so far for Montgomery. It's a first down.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's J.K. Scott now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down 24-20. 1:47 on the clock. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Down to a knee goes Murray as that will just about wrap this thing up.
And his kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Patriots, it's a second win on the year now as they move to 2-8. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.
Peace.